Hey guys, it's Yuka here with Flashback, bringing you your quick recap of what happened during Week 6 of the LEC. Let's get into it. To kick things off, Schalke and Nilfia faced off against G2 Esports. Schalke had a promising start against G2, staying just ahead in gold for most of the game. But that didn't matter to Caps. Once he grabbed Sork Boots and Luden's Echo, his LeBlanc was terrifying. After taking down 4 towers, G2 merely needed to wait for Abidage to overextend with Lysandra, and they sealed a quick 23-minute GG.
Looking for more kills underneath the fountain, may not be able to pick it up. You know what, it's not even needed.
But because they were playing so aggressive, it also shows it's also a weakness, you know? And we knew that one time is all it takes for them to be over-aggressive, and then we'll take over the game. And that's kind of what ended up happening.
From the top to the bottom, Game 2 brought us XL Esports versus Rogue. Kikis got things started with Olaf when he punished Kadriel's jungle Urgot pick. And it was deja vu for Kadriel when Kikis and Senkux dunked him again at Raptors only minutes later. Rogue slowly and methodically took down towers to break into XL's base. But a messy fight at Baron revived XL's chances when Xpec secured Baron. XL were able to stall at the game, and Kasing marked his 200th game with a clutch lantern to rescue Xpec. But it wasn't enough. All Rogue needed was an Elder Dragon for one last push to take down XL and pick up their second win of the split.
Rogue activated, XL obliterated!
Next up was Vitality versus Splice, and this game was all about Vitality's solo laners. Vitality set up camp top lane, and Cabochard was reaping the benefits, getting hella fed early on. It took 3 members of Splice to chase him down, and he still almost escaped. The only real threat on Splice was Kabe, but Jizuke's Echo popped him real quick, leaving Splice defenseless. The Moose was on the loose as Hussein Musfi returned as interim head coach from Misfits in their game against SK, bringing out some fresh picks with Hansama on Cassiopeia and Gorilla on Galio. Febiven was styling all over SK with his Aurelia, but maybe got a little bit greedy for the triple. But that didn't stop Misfits from being dominant all game, and after they picked up Baron in 2 kills, Soaz dived SK 3v1 to pick up his 900th career kill. Misfits were about to finish SK off, but when Febiven dived too deep, SK were able to find the kills they needed to secure a clutch defense.
SK managed to hold, I cannot believe it.
But when SK decided to go to Baron, they left their base exposed. Misfits launched an all-out backdoor, putting an end to their 4-game losing streak.
Obviously, it's not complete happy days. We know the situation we're in. However, we're still all working hard to, no one's slacking off. We're all working hard and trying our best to get wins, and our goal is still playoffs, as I said at the start of the split.
And finally, Fnatic is back, baby. Fnatic have found their stride in Week 6, and they absolutely devastated Origin. With Reckless going legendary on Kai'Sa at 10-0-6, Nemesis popping off on Zoe with 8-0-8, and Broxah bringing the big guns on Nocturne with 4-0-11, they looked absolutely unstoppable. Cold might have been able to steal Baron for SK, but Fnatic cleaned up and took them out.
And it is the briefest glimmer of hope, but it comes at the cost of an ace, and still Fnatic are in control.
With that, the teams went home to prep and get ready for Saturday. Now, you wouldn't expect this, but Excel managed to keep things fairly even with G2 for the first half of their game. Then, Caps started doing Caps things. From there, it was fairly textbook as G2 picked apart Excel's base for the win. Meanwhile, things did not get off to a good start for Schalke in their game against SK. When Memento tried to hit Predator and misclicked his stopwatch, it spelled disaster for Abidage.
That's not a time to use your hourglass! That is not the time!
Perhaps he redeemed himself when he stole Baron for SK, but more mistakes cost Schalke critical fights. Selfmade decided to put Schalke out of their misery, swooping in with Paranoia to steal Baron and help SK secure enough kills to close out the game. Coming in 6-5 and 5-6, Origin and Misfits went toe-to-toe. No objective was free, with Cold stealing Dragons and Misfits trading an inhib for Baron. The turning point was when Patrick got chunked, pushing him to the back of the fight, letting Misfits clean up 4 members of Origin and take Baron. In the end, with shields from Ivern, Orianna, Bloodthirster, and Kai'Sa's ultimate, Hansama was just untouchable, and Misfits were able to walk into Origin's base to take home a 2-0 weekend. Next up was Splice versus Rogue. Due to illness, Vizichachi was unable to play, so he tagged in Arome, top laner for Splice's Spanish Regional League team. He went on a rampage, picking up kills on Adarox and helping make this look very one-sided. And in the end, it all came down to one pick, when Norskaren and Kabe tag teamed to take out Hikyu. From there, they could just walk it in to find the win. And finally, to close out the week, we had Fnatic versus Vitality. Jizuke got things started with a quick solo kill on Nemesis with Fizz. Then, it wasn't long until Vitality goon squatted top lane, leaving Bwipo no chance. Reckless made sure to keep up on gold by taking bot lane in return, further increasing his bounty. But Attila's Ash Arrow struck him down, forcing him to stopwatch and ultimately giving up his life. But Broxah made sure that Vitality didn't leave unscratched. It was neck and neck, and Jack Troll's crowning moment came when he stole Elder Dragon with his Q. But that just couldn't happen twice, and Mowgli was unable to steal Baron from Fnatic. After Nemesis landed a 6 Zoe snipe onto Cabochard, Fnatic brute forced mid to finally claim their first 2-0 weekend of the spring split. And that's a wrap on Week 6. With only 3 weeks left of the regular season, every win counts in order to claim those elusive spots for playoffs. Tickets for the 2019 LEC Spring Finals in Rotterdam are now available. Want to relive the action? Remember to log in to collect your in-game rewards on the Watch platform. The LEC returns on March 1st at 6 p.m. CET. You won't want to miss it.